Hello and welcome here inside of Burlington High School, home of the Huskies. It is middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, brought to you by Kirby Consulting, your elite oil field professional since 2014, as well as Hot Springs Pharmacy, the service you deserve from the neighbors you trust. Well, it's so good to be back here in beautiful Burlington, Wyoming, a town of about 240 people. Although the school, probably a lot more than that. The town is growing at a rate that kind of scares me a little bit. They're actually building some homes adjacent to the actual school building itself. And we are underway as Mabry Schwann and one other person, with the tip-off up to the far side. And we are starting off hot. We'll try to get our clock caught up as well. Passing up to the right side, here comes Crayley Williams. It's tipped and it's stolen away. And we know just how dangerous this Burlington team is. We saw them on the broadcasts against Shoshone and Meeteetse when we were here on behalf of them a couple of weeks ago. Up to the far side, passes it left side. This is going to be Schwann with it. Now left again up to Williams. Back to Ella Benefiel up top. Moving right side. Mabry Schwann with it on the far side. Gets it tipped, but she'll keep it. Now passes it back up left side. This is Sylvana DeVries with it up on the volleyball line. She'll move right side. DeVries back up to Williams. I'm loving how patient the Bobcats are to start off this game. As soon as I say that, they chuck it over Sylvana DeVries. Probably assumed that she was 11 feet tall there on that one. It happens. Sometimes you misjudge. Sometimes you'll misjudge the man you're passing to. You're so used to everyone else being a certain height, and then you got the shorty of the group. Down the near side, it's going to be out of bounds. 4:53. If I sound a little shaky, I do apologize. Did have a little bit of a medical thing before the game, but everything is under control. We'll be all right for the broadcast. Down the left side, picked up the dribble, now gives up behind her. Bounce pass into the middle. Trying to get the numbers here. I've called 3 games involving Burlington, and I still don't know these players by heart. I do apologize. But we have a jump ball. This will get the ball back to the Bobcats. Actually, check that, not a jump ball. They're actually going to call a foul here on Stella Davidson. Well, the Thermopolis Bobcats trying to rebound after a loss to the Grizz. The A and B teams lost, but the C teams actually had a pretty good win. Ella Benefiel down the right side. Shot is up. Can't get it to go. Our clock is a couple seconds off. Down the right side. Shot is on its way up and in. Number 23, Cambria Wick. And Cambria, during our Shoshone broadcast here in Burlington, she was a force to be reckoned with, as she normally always is. Showed her talents against both Meeteetse and Shoshone. Also when they played Thermopolis in Thermopolis. Tosses it in. 4:07 to play still in the first quarter. And of course, if our stream is a little too dark, please let us know. And Ella Benefiel will get rid of this one. Coming back down the other end. I do think it's a little too dark. We might just adjust that during the quarter. Down the right side. Shot is up, no good. And out of bounds. It's kind of hard to adjust the lighting in this place with the camera because it's dark and it's bright at the same time. And we have it. Well, it looks like we're going to have an opportunity because we're going to have our first timeout of the ball game. It looks like Thermopolis, I think. Yep, they're going to call their first timeout, so we'll be back in just a moment. Burlington is up 2-0 here with 3:49 to go in the first quarter. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Burlington High School. And by the way, that location is not correct on our stream. We'll get that fixed later. We are not in Rocky. We are up here at Burlington High School inside of the kennel. Back underway here for this first quarter. 3:45 to go here. Down the right side, shot on its way up and no good. Hannah Boren on a rebound. That's going to be up in a jump ball. And I was thinking they were going to call the shooting foul there. Hannah Boren, by the way, was our A-team player of the game, and she's only a 7th grader despite her height. Was a very key piece in that game against Rocky, even though the Bobcats did end up getting the win. And speak of the devil, here's the rebound by Hannah Boren. Up through the middle now, here comes Ella Benefiel, passes it to her right side. Sylvana DeVries swings the ball, gets it away from now by Mabry Schwann. Schwann down the right wing, picks up the dribble, gives it on back now to Krayley Williams. Williams with a skip over to Ella Benefiel. It's tipped and stolen away by the Huskies. Down the near side, loses control of the ball. It's going to be really difficult for the Huskies to get rid of Ella Benefiel today. Down the right side, shots up and it's in. On the flip side, it's going to be difficult for the Bobcats to get rid of Emma McNiven. McNiven was a very key piece in the win against the Bobcats, as well as the Longhorns and Wranglers. Benefiel loses the ball, big hit down on the floor and a traveling violation. 2:46 to go in the opening quarter here in Burlington. Glad to have you with us here on Two Basins Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Madison Davidson checking in now for the Burlington Huskies. Down the left side, Wick picks it up now, gives it to the middle. Now down the middle side, shots up, no good. Tries another shot off the two rebounds there. This one's up and blocked. It'll go back to Boren. She was not there on the block. I think it was either... I doubt it was Benefiel, no offense to her, but I think it might have been Williams there on the block for the Bobcats. Bounce pass into Schwann, taken back away by the Huskies. About 2:19 to play here. Passes it down the right side. Moving to her left and out of bounds it goes, and this is going to stay here with, I think it'll stay here. No, it's going to go right on back to the Bobcats. Oh, that's why it's so dark on my screen, because I haven't plugged in my laptop. Ooh. Passes over near side. This is Sylvana DeVries off the side of the basket. No good. Rebounded by Stella Davidson. Check that. No, that is Davidson. I'm sorry. Down the middle. That one's up and bounces off the side. Tries to get the rebound. That one's up and in. It's McNiven with the basket. We haven't handed out any certificates to Burlington during our Matitzi or Shoshone broadcasts, but I have a feeling we might have a Husky to have one here today. Gives it into Hannah Boren. Shot is up and cha-ching! She'll break the ice for the Bobcats. Now, what we did learn from Shoshone, that game, you know, the Huskies aren't immortal. They lost, or the Huskies still won that game, but they only won by like 7 points. I think it was like 35-28 was the final against the Shoshone Wranglers. So Shoshone made that hard charge late in the game. Could probably expect a little bit of a similar case here with the Bobcats, especially with how this team has improved since that last game. But that being said, a little bit of concerns with that loss against Rocky, a team that they had beaten in October. 1:23 to go here. Down left side, shots up, can't get it to go. It's blocked, it's taken back. Benefiel. Don't think Benefiel got the block there, but she sure as heck got the takeaway. Shot up from three. That one's up and can't get it to go. Rebounded through the middle. 1:08 to go. Shot clock's been disabled. Although that's probably because I set it to 69. Down to the left side. That one's up and in. Ella Benefiel. So she'll get the second basket for the Bobcats here. Big pressure in the backcourt. Schwann down the right side. It's up and it's in. And it's all knotted up here toward the end of the first. And we got a whistle down here on the far side. The referee's going to say a blocking foul. 45 seconds to go. Mabry Schwann with the obligatory shoe tying timeout here. Again, Nike, Adidas, Puma, right here. This is your opportunity here. Help us out a little bit. Gives it on back, 38 seconds to go. Kicks it back out up top, moving to her right side. Guarded there by DeVries, or not DeVries, but yeah, it is DeVries. I am so sorry. Out of bounds, 32 seconds with no change to spare. Shot clock's been disabled. Let's see if they reset it back to 35. I set it up at 69 when I set up the score clock just to be funny. because I think I'm a comedian. Down the near side. This is going to be taken away. DeVries coughs it up to the 23 of, I want to say that's Cambria Wick. She'll kick this one back out here to Brooklyn Winters. Winters left side. They're passing it around in a square. This one's up, no good. It was blocked. Hannah Boren on the takeaway. Somebody up front down there on the block. And steps out in front of her. Benefiel picks up another traveling violation. And she's had a handful of those this season, especially in the game against Rocky. And also I think she had a couple against Riverton as well. They'll toss this one in from the near side. Breaks out of it, bounce pass from the near side, and that is going to expire the clock. And that was a bit of a quick first quarter, quite frankly. We'll be right back in just a moment for the start of the second quarter of this A game. Bobcats trying to get revenge for the home loss to Burlington as well as the road loss to Rocky. We'll be back in just a moment. 50 seconds to go here in intermission. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to welcome you back here for the start of the second quarter here inside of the kennel at Burlington High School. We will get that changed eventually, I promise. We are not in Cali. We were in Cali on Saturday, but a lot of time's passed since then. But we'd like to welcome you back either way. We're glad to have you with us here on Two Basins Sports Network. Second quarter about to start, and we are officially underway. Passing to the left side, Benefiel with it. She has 2 points on the day. Moving to her right side, moving inside, takes the shot. It's up and it bounces off. And no good there. It's coming back to the Huskies, losing the ball a little bit. The Bobcats have done a fantastic job applying pressure in the backcourt. Down to the right side. Boren with her hand in her face. That one's up and a traveling violation. And Boren's defensive tactics there is going to force the turnover there. And again, I'm a little bit nervous because Burlington made the same mistakes in the first half against the Bobcats in Thermopolis, and then second half they cleaned most of that up. Here comes Mabry Schwann down the right side. Shot on its way, rims out. Schwann has 2 points on the game as well. Down the middle of the floor is Cambria Wick. That one's up and no good. And Wick on the rebound. That one's up no good. Mabry Schwann in on the rebound. One of the Bobcats' most aggressive players on this A team. Mabry Schwann has had some of that to her benefit. She's gotten knocked. She's kind of gotten a couple of dings and bruises this season, including a leg injury that took her out of the game against the Lander Sabres earlier this month, and also kind of impacted her a little bit in the game against Riverton. She did play in that game, but was not quite 100%. You could definitely tell. Through the middle of the floor, kicks it back out to the far side. Shot on its way from mid. That one's up no good. Mabry Schwann on the rebound with a little bit of help from one of the Huskies there on the far side. Coming back up the floor, here comes Williams. Now to Ella Benefiel. Takes the running shot. That one's up no good. And still kind of a who's who down there for who's going to get that rebound. Burlington in a little bit of trouble here. Bobcats employing the full court press. This one's up on the left side. That one's up and in. Number 11. I think that's, hold on, was that number 11? Yeah, it was. It was Victoria Kebler. She wasn't wearing her glasses, so I didn't recognize her. Shots up for Benefiel, no good. Kebler on the rebound. I believe we gave Kebler our B team player of the game against the Shoshone Wranglers. 8-6, by the way, near side. This one's going to go out of bounds. Whistle will stop the clock at 4:08. Wow, they did not change the shot clock, so I guess my serial killer signature is still up there on the shot clock. I set that to 69. They can literally change that back to 35 at any time of their choosing. It's really, really easy. Clock rolling again. Schwann passes left side to Crayley Williams. Swings out of it, gives it on back to Mabry Schwann, avoids the travel. Now left side to Benefiel on the left wing. Moving inside, down the lane, gives it up to Mabry Schwann. Shots up on the left side, up and a foul, and count it! She'll get the basket to go. That will be 2 at the line, or that'll be 2 points on the board and 1 at the line to try to give the Bobcats their first lead of the afternoon. Or rather, evening at this point in the night. I would assume it's probably getting a little bit darker outside. Check that. It is not going to be points at all for the Bobcats. I do apologize for that, so we're going to take those points off the board. I thought for sure. Mabry Schwann down the left side. Shots up, no good. So let me just remove those points real quick. There we go. Down the right side, shots up and a foul. Clock stopped at 3:37. And we do have free throws coming up for Victoria Kebler. This will be the Huskies' first trip to free throw land of the quarter at least. Shots up and it's no good. Do have one checking into the Hardwood Hotel here. I believe it is Brooklyn Winters onto the floor now for Burlington. So glad to have you all with us here in Burlington. Last road game of the season for the Bobcats, and this is going to go out of bounds, at least for the A team. December 2nd, they will be hosting the Worland Braves. 7th graders will be in Worland. Down the near side, moving to her right side. 3:30 to go. Mabry Schwann kicks it back out. Ball is loose, taken away by Victoria Kebler down the near side, and it'll be a foul here. Actually, no, this will go right back up to the Bobcats. I think it went out of bounds on the line there. Ella Benefiel will toss this one in for the Bobcats. Passes it into Hannah Boren. Backdoor now to Benefiel. Shots up and a foul. This will send Ella to the line to shoot 2. A little bit worried about these set of free throws here. Ella's been kind of for free throws this season, but let's see if they've had any progress toward that in the practice before this. And I guess they did, because she just banked that one in. Making me eat my words here. Second shot on its way for Benefiel. This one's up. Can't get that one to fall. And Bobcats getting the steal off of Benefiel on the far side. Benefiel pump fakes. Passes to her left side, and it's intercepted. Come back down the other end. It's poked away by Crayley Williams. Gets in there and gets in behind Emma McNiven and just pokes it out of her hand. She did not see that one coming, but Burlington will keep the ball as it goes out of bounds. Tosses it in, takes the quick shot from the mid-range. That one's up no good, gets the rebound. Kicks it back up top, moving to her right side. Okay, this one's up for 2. This one's no good. Schwann tried to go for the rebound, and it's out of bounds. 3 minutes to go. Our clock's a little bit off. Tosses this one in from the elbow. This one's up, rims out. And out of bounds it goes. Clock will stop at 2:56. Burlington with another inbound. They'll toss it in. Shot on its way. That one might have been touched, and that is going to go out of bounds. This time it will go back to the Bobcats. They'll toss this in. 2:51 to go in the half. Moves to her left side. This is going to be Vargas with an open jumper. Splash! 9-8. Bobcats have their first lead of the ball game. Now here they go down the near side. Cambria Wick with it, kicks it out. Shot on its way as they line it up, and it misses the basket. Also a traveling violation on top of that, so even if it did go in, it would have been no basket. Bobcats need to just continue this momentum. They're doing great. Probably do a little bit better, though. Not many turnovers today. Now watch me say that, and they turn it over. Ella Benefiel moving to the middle, takes the pass to Hannah Boren. Shots up and rolls off the rim. No good, and a foul. Double checking the referee this time. Yes, there are 2 shots coming up. This time they will send Mabry Schwann to the line. She has 2 points on the day, I think. Trying to make that 3. Benefiel currently leads the points total today with 3. They're also going to charge this they're going to charge this foul to Lucy McNiven for her second personal. Shots up and off the back iron, no good. 3 fouls for the Huskies here. And Burlington setting up here. They got Winters cherry picking back there in case of a rebound. Bobcats are sending Crayley Williams back there, I believe, to defend just in case. Shot is on its way. It's up and goes through. And they'll toss this one in. Up toward the far side, and Bobcats pressing. Benefield almost got a steal there. Through the left side, shot on its way. Defended there by Mabry Schwann, and Lillian Estenson will grab her first rebound of the day. 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Moving up to the far side, all by herself. Benefield will move. Has the lane to the basket. Down the right side, up and in! Ella Benefield with 5 points on the day. And we got a traveling violation, and Mabry Schwann was even doing a little motion there. She knew it, and the refs knew it as well. It's going to go back to the Bobcats. Ella Benefield will toss this one, also coming out of the floor. Looks to be the 44, of whom is not on our roster. We have a 41, but that's about it. Down the right side, passes it up to Estenson. Shot on its way, no good. And this one's tipped, going on back. Now 1:26 to go. Through the middle of the floor, down the right side, kicks it back up, shot on its way from mid. That one's up and rebounded by Schwann. Had her toe on the line there. Now here comes Crayley Williams down the right side. Tries to spin out of it, ball's loose. Falling to the floor there. Next, remind you today's game brought to you by Hot Springs Pharmacy, the service you deserve for the neighbors you trust. Ella Benefield down to the near side. She'll toss this in to Vargas. And this one's taken away by the Huskies in the backcourt. Now here they come up past the timeline. Now up to the far side, and another traveling violation. Man, Burlington kind of in a tough spot here. A lot of turnovers and a lot of unnecessary mistakes have kneecapped the Huskies so far today, as Mabry Schwann coming off the floor. We're trying to find a replacement. I believe it might actually be Hannah Bourne as she's back into the game. Left side now to Peyton Vargas. She'll drive inside. Takes the shot from the free throw line, up and no good, and out of bounds. Vargas did make a shot from that range earlier on in the quarter. Got a couple checking in here. Annabelle Wire, I think that is, into the game. Yeah, she's into the game. Fancy seeing her in the A game here. Although second to last regular season game of the season, it is going to be that time to experiment with the A team a little bit, see who you're going to be taking with you to Cali next Saturday. Tosses this one up. By the way, I believe this is the last game until Thanksgiving for these players. This one's up for three, and it rims out. They're still trying to go for the rebound. Wire in there, getting aggressive, and the whistle is called for the jump ball. And I believe it's going to go back to Burlington, but still a fantastic effort down there on the baseline. 41 seconds left, and they're going to toss this one in. And through the middle, this is Cambria Wick down the left side, up and in. 12-10, Bobcats on top for now. Down the near side, Vargas lets it fly for three, and it ribs out. Good attempt, though. Cambria Wick on the rebound. I have a feeling Vargas is going to be that one that drains a three here soon. Down the right side, takes the shot. It's off the padding of the basket. 15 seconds to go. Down the far side, trying to find some room. Loses control of the ball. I think it was tipped out. Nope, they're going to give it back to Burlington. Whew, what a game. This is really loving the pace here by both the Huskies and the Bobcats. 5, 4, 3. This one's up and in, 2. And that's going to tie the game. I didn't see who got the basket, unfortunately, but that is going to bring us to halftime here in Burlington as the Thermopolis Bobcats tie 12-12. Bobcats trying to get some revenge here for their loss against Burlington just back in October. We'll be right back in just a moment here from the Burlington K-12 schools in Burlington, Wyoming, here in southwest central Bighorn County. Time is up on the board. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, here on the Voice of the Bobcats. Like talking back here inside of Burlington High School, home of the Huskies, is middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network. The future of the Bobcats on the Voice of the Bobcats. Well, the Huskies struggled a little bit there toward the end of that second quarter. They had the Bobcats on a leash, no pun intended there, for the most of that first half. And then second half, Bobcats kind of started to kick it into high gear. Can the Bobcats hold on and get revenge for that 8-game loss against the Huskies back in only, I think it was the third or fourth game of the season. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was the fourth because they had played A-team had played Grable, Worland, and Rocky up to that point. So, yeah, there we go. Speaking of Worland, Bobcat A-team will be in town to host the Worland Braves. The 7th graders will be in Worland to take on the Braves at Keith Studheit Gymnasium. We'll be staying in Thermopolis for the 8th graders. They'll be on December 4th, I think. Yep. And then December 6th is the conference tournament in Cali, weather permitting, because there's actually snow on the ground here in Burlington. In fact, there was actually a patch of ice that I came across when I was driving in through Otto, so that was not very fun. But anyway, we're getting ready to start our third quarter of action here as halftime gets ready to come to a close, as you can see down there on our ticker. Anyway, I did not mean to expose the industry secrets there, but, you know, that's all right. So 6 minutes on the board here in the third quarter. The Huskies and the Bobcats tied. Thermopolis still has 4 of their timeouts to use here in this game. Ella Benefiel will toss this one in. She's currently your points leader today. And they'll toss it in, and we're ready to get back going here in Burlington. Ella Benefiel with it on the wing. She'll move down the right side. And we got a whistle down there as Benefiel takes a hit, and that is going to be a foul on the Huskies, I believe. And it will result in free throws. Number 15 charged with it here. This is Stella Davidson with her second personal. Benefiel has 1 free throw made today, and that is not going to be another. She's 1 for 3 on the day at the charity stripe. Shot on its way, and splash to get the Bobcats a little bit closer here. Well, actually, no, that'll give them the lead down the middle of the floor, and a traveling violation. And once again, the Huskies just mistake after mistake with the dribbles today. And Burlington has to clean that up here because they're giving the Bobcats free possessions every time. Down the left side, Ella Benefiel takes the shot from 3. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Emma McNiven. And Benefiel still harassing her there in the middle of the floor. Now passes it to the near side. Down the left, takes the jump shot. Up and splash. Or cha-ching, rather, for Cambria Wick. Wick so far the game leading scorer. Ella Benefiel down the left side, picks up the dribble, now kicks it back up to Schwann. Schwann backdoor now to, I forgot, I'm so sorry, Crayley Williams now back up to DeVries, back to Schwann down the right side. I had a bit of a brain fart there, I do apologize. Oh, and great job keeping it in, and Ella Benefiel's going to keep it alive. And a trip down there in the middle, there, no whistle. Down the left side, shot on its way. They're going to get a whistle for that, though. Bobcats trying to defend the basket there. This is going to go right on to the Huskies at the free throw line. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good off the back iron. Do have one checking in. I think Brooklyn Winters is in now for the Huskies. Checking out is going to be Natalie McNiven. 13 and the 3 will probably switch sides of the floor here. They're going to send Lucy McNiven up into the middle of the key. Bourne and Schwann on rebound duty. This is up and no good, or this one's up and good. 15 to 13. Burlington takes the lead, and that's going to go out of bounds and back to the Huskies. And Bobcats now kind of running into some not quite the same pitfalls, but they're making their own mistakes down there. Kicking this one back out to the right wing. Shot on its way off the side of the basket and no good. Spits it back out to the left. Tries to step back. That one's up no good. Mabry Schwann on the rebound. Brooklyn Winters on the takeaway. Feeds it up to the left side. McNiven on the shot. Up no good. It'll be a rebound. That one's up no good. Finally on the rebound there is Crayley Williams. Gets trapped, but she'll give it up to Sylvana DeVries. Down the right side. Loses the ball. Out of bounds it goes. And back to the Huskies it goes. Again, ball control now seems to be the issue with the Bobcats. They need to just slow it down. They were doing such a good job with the pace in the first half. I think they're starting to panic with the Huskies putting in that press. They need to just find a way to break through it here. Left side. Ball is almost got ripped away by Hannah Boren. Down the right side and rebounded Mabry Schwann up past the scorer's table, picks up the dribble, tries to pass it to Boren in the middle. Down the left side, picks up the dribble, gives on back. This shot is up, and it's no good. And, it's not like Burlington is sinking like 30 shots per half here. I mean, it's like Burlington's been doing, frankly, terrible on the shots today, but Thermopolis is just making too many mistakes of their own. They're not getting in there, they're not rebounding. A lot of those points from Burlington today have been second or even third chance points. Like, they got to get in there, they got to box out, they got to rebound. Most basic stuff there. Shots up on the left side, up and no good. And see, that's what I'm talking about. But Bobcats will somehow get the ball back there. Benefield will toss this one in, but she's got a four-man press up there. Gives up to Mabry Schwann, who will get it into the front court. This ball is tipped, and they're going to call the jump ball, and I think this will go back to Burlington. Yep, it will. 3:35 to go here in this third quarter. They'll toss this in. It'll go through her fingers. Boren on the steal. Boren to the far side, now to Crayley Williams. Swings out of it, takes the shot. It's up, and it's no good. I feel like she kind of forced the shot there. And now here comes Brooklyn Winters up to the far side, now to the middle to Cambria Wick. Shot on its way, it's up and it rims out. Rebounded, this one's up, that one rims out. And keeps it inbounds, and I think this is going to go back to the Bobcats, and yes, it will. 3:11 still to play here. Now passing it into the far side up to Boren. 3:08 to play here. Benefield trying to get out of the timeline here. Now up to Hannah Boren. Boren up to Ella Benefield. And a whistle. Looks like we got one checking in, number 44 for the Burlington Huskies. Again, she is not on our roster. Ella Benefield will be up there on the U. That's where she'll inbound from. Tossing it in. Ball is loose and taken away. Down the other end by McNiven. Now through the middle to Cambria Wick. Shots up and it's in. And we knew that she was going to be an issue for the Bobcats here coming into this game. And Thermopolis, again, and just shooting themselves in the foot again. Down the middle. Shot is on its way. It's up and it's no good. Ooh, good job, though, there by the 11 of Crayley Williams. And Ella Benefield is going to get the pass. And now she'll give it up to Crayley Williams, who got the steal. Pushing up the floor here to Hannah Boren. Now to the right side, up to Sylvana DeVries. DeVries bounce pass here to Schwann, and the 44 on the takeaway, and they're going to get the foul. And it is a little upsetting, quite frankly, to see some of the mistakes here this late into the season with two regular season games, well, one more after this, with the conference tournament just 2 Saturdays from now. They got to clean this up. I don't think Thermopolis is going to go very far in the tournament. They might make the semis, absolutely. I do think they are capable of that, but I don't know if they're going to win the conference title with this kind of play. Oh, my God, a big, big screen. I don't think that they like that. I don't think the Zebras liked it there. But a big screen as Sylvana DeVries quite literally runs into a brick wall there. Hope she's, well, she looks like she's all right. She looks like she's perfectly fine. But that still, I mean, that made me wince a little bit there. Oh, my good Lord. And this is the type of mistakes that Thermopolis needs to be capitalizing off of. Burlington, I think, was just, how late are we into the half? Yeah, 1:58 to go in the third quarter. Just not a good mistake there for Burlington. But Kebler going to try and repair things. Down the right side, up and in. And timeout called by the Bobcats, and they're going to take some time to talk this over. And we're going to take a quick breather. 1:52 to go here in this third quarter. Bobcats trail by 6. We'll be back in just a moment. like to welcome you back here inside of Burlington High School, home of the Huskies, as we get ready to resume the third quarter of action here in this A game. Huskies up 19-13. They'll toss this one up wide open. It's Boren down left side, up and in! And they found her wide open as Coach Allgard was trying to direct them to the right spot. And a jump ball as well. Bobcats will get this one back. 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. This game is still very much winnable, by the way. They were only down by 6 before the timeout. They could have easily gotten that repaired easily. And not with that, they won't. They're going to try to give a pass over to Hannah Boren. It'll go right over her head. Hannah is pretty tall, but not quite that tall, unfortunately. No, that's not Kebler at all. I apologize. McNiven now feeding back up to Cambria Wick. Wick on the shot for the elbow. That one's up, no good. Boren tries to go for the rebound. Instead, it'll be Sylvana DeVries getting the board there. Sylvana has quietly had a pretty good game today. That shot is up for Vargas, up and no good. Vargas on the offensive rebound, kicks it back out to Benefield. That is to Williams, I apologize. Now up to Sylvana DeVries, now up to Mabry Schwann. Schwann on the running shot, it's up and it's no good. And they'll toss this one in, and that is going to be I couldn't tell there if they called a foul or, yep, they did. It'll actually be the Bobcats' 4th foul of this quarter. One away from bonus here. Passing it into the middle. I want to say this is Victoria Kebler, and it is. Down the right side, up and no good. Volleyballs it back. Kebler on the rebound. It's up and a foul on the floor. Clock will stop here at 45 seconds. Ashley Clear trying to get her kids to box out on this upcoming inbound. I think she knows that they're going to try to get a shot off as soon as they possibly can. I can't tell if we got a timeout or a change in possession. Oh, no, we got free throws. Yep, so 5th foul of the quarter. That will end up as the bonus. First shot on its way for Kebler, up and no good. By the way, Victoria Kebler, a 7th grader. She wowed me during those games against both Matitsi and Shoshone. She's easily become one of my favorite players on this Burlington roster. Shot is on its way. It's off the front and no good. And gets it in. That's going to be out of bounds with 41 seconds to play. Looks like they're going to have McNiven toss this one in. Going down to the right side onto the lane. Shot on its way up, no good. Bobcats have to start boxing out there. And Hannah Boren will try to go for the rebound, to her credit, though. Very good job getting low and trying to rip it away. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough that time. There'll be a jump ball, and the possession arrow is king on that one. It will stay with the Huskies. Tosses it in with 33 seconds to go. Shots up on the left side. That one's up, no good. Hannah Boren on the rebound. Again, just like in the Rocky game, she has been a massive contributor to this team. Bobcats, I believe, have only put up 3 points in this quarter. Burlington has put up 7. It was tied at 12 to start the half. Giving it to a wide open Mabry Schwann, maybe not so open there. Shots up on the right side, up and no good. And it'll be a scrum down there on the floor to see who's going to get it. 18.5 seconds to go. The jump ball, I think, will gift it here to it'll give it up to Burlington. Tossing it in, Cambria Wick picks up the dribble, trying to step out of it, now gives it to the 15. She'll take the fadeaway shot. That one's up, no good. Mabry Schwann trying to chase it down. It goes out of bounds. 8 seconds to go. Schwann will toss this one in. Sylvana DeVries with it. And tries a pass down court to Crayley Williams. Williams kicks it out. Sylvana DeVries unable to get a shot off in time, and that is going to conclude this third quarter of action. 19-15. Huskies on top. It's not quite as bad of a gap as it probably could have been, but still 1 minute to play. Can the Bobcats get their act together and get this lead back in their paws. We'll be back in just a moment. It's 19-15. Huskies on top here at home. Mike talking back here inside of the kennel here at Burlington High School, home to the Huskies. Fourth quarter about to get back about ready to get underway here in this A game as the Burlington Huskies take on the Thermopolis Bobcats. They'll toss this one in to Mabry Schwann. Swings out of it, goes to her near side. Now here comes Benefield down the near side. Kicks it, or penetrates inside mid-range. That one's up, dribbles out of the, or couldn't really think of a word there for it, but Mabry Schwann, oh! And a traveling violation, and I frankly don't think I agree with that. She looks like she might have been tripped there by the Huskies, but they'll give it back to the orange and black here. Through the middle of the floor, down the right side, shot on its way up and no good. Through the middle here to far side, and that one's up by Wick, up and in. You know, even if they would have made the right call, it wouldn't have made much of a difference there. You know, the refs don't miss shots for you, that's for sure. Down the right or down the left side, that one's up no good. Schwann up in a foul. And the referees don't miss shots. The referees don't cough the ball up. The referees don't travel. You know, it's like they gotta really get this. Bobcats need to get this together. This is the Shoshone game all over again. A 7-point game. Shot is up and it's in. But we do have free throws coming up. I forgot to mention that. Mabry Schwann at the line to shoot. I think I forgot how to count there. It was not 7, it was 6. Now it's 5. Shots up and she will drain both of her free throws. Oh, I accidentally gave him more than 1 point there. I do apologize. Down to the far side, trying to get out of it. This one's tipped and stolen away off a bad pass. Hannah Boren down court to Ella Benefield. Down the left, shots on its way, up and rolls off. Rebounded by Williams. That one's up and no good. Number 33 on the rebound for Burlington. Now to McNiven, now through the middle, intercepted by Williams. Williams down the far side. Tries to skip over to Schwann. That's going to be back to the 33. Stolen back away. Nope, check that. It's still loose, but Schwann was getting her hands in there. This one's stolen back away by Williams. Good Lord. Cray Lee has been doing the heavy lifting in this game. Down the far side and a foul. Looks like it'll stay here on the ground, though. 4:31 to go in the A game. B game coming up right after this. We got a couple checking in, Sylvana DeVries as well as Lillian Estenson into the game. Annabelle Wire coming off as well as Hannah Boren. And Hannah has probably been the biggest contributor to the Bobcats today. Overall, Benefield still the biggest point scorer. This one's tipped away by Benefield, speaking of. Now to the middle of the floor, moving to her left. Spits it out to the right side, shot on its way, and a foul. And count it. And it's just getting out of control at this point here. I'm sorry to be so negative today, but like, good Lord. Foul was charged, by the way, to the 5 of Sylvana DeVries for her second personal. Down the right side, shots up, it hits the bottom of the rim and a foul. 4:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Next time you'll see these girls is at Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium when the A team takes on Worland, and then after that it is conference tournament time. in Rocky. Actually, funny enough, I think Burlington's hosting the B and C round robin. We will unfortunately not be back here for that. We'll be with the A team in Cali like we were last year. Shot on its way. It's up and it rims out. Mabry Schwann on the rebound here for the Bobcats. Ball is loose. Left side trying to get rid of it. Shot is up from the left. That one's up and no good. Mabry Schwann tried to go for the rebound for the Cats. Tries again for the right side. Up and no good. And Ashley, you could definitely tell she's starting to get a little ticked off herself because she has told this team many, many times now to box out, and they're just not doing it. Ball is loose in the middle of the floor. Coming back up to the far side. Tries to toss it up, but this is going to be a foul on the floor here. .342 to play here in the first. Oops, sorry, my clock has been running this entire time. .336 to go here. Down the near side, Benefield trying to get rid of it. Switches to the middle of the floor. Picks up the dribble, now goes to the near side to Crayley Williams. Williams picks up the dribble, spits it back out to Benefield, lines it up for the three. This one's up and no good there. Williams on the rebound. So we've got a couple checking in. Number 44 coming in for Burlington. Number 13 as well. That is Lucy McNiven. They'll toss this one in from the far side, moving to the right. Now here comes Schwann. Takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. And trying to fan this one back up to the Bobcats. And now Schwann's going to be up there, up top. Takes the shot for three. This one's up, no good. And Bobcats just desperately trying to get anything to go here. Wide open down the middle of the floor. McNiven on the shot. It's up and it's no good. Two Bobcats fall to the floor. Picked up by the 13. She'll give it a pass up to the 33. And now through the middle. Shot is up and it is in. I think that might have been the 13 of Lucy McNiven there. Through the middle of the floor. Ella Benefield. It's up and it's no good. And a jump ball. And we got one checking in for Burlington. That is number 10. Sorry, Natalie McNiven. They'll toss this one in to the near side. Tosses up court now to McNiven. Now to the middle. Cambria Wick with it. Passes it to the middle. Shot on its way. It's up and it rolls in on the assist by Wick. And out of bounds it goes. 2:17 to play here. And it looks like it's going to stay here with the Bobcats as Lillian Estenson will toss it in. Estenson now to the near side to Benefield. A bit of a risky pass, but they'll get it by. Gets it up to Sylvana DeVries. Swings out of it and a double dribble. Just basic mistakes here for the Bobcats. They'll toss this one in to the near side. Here comes Cambria Wick. Wick to the left side. Shot on its way. It's up and it's in. Down to the near side. It's going to be Ella Benefield. Benefield up to the top side of the floor. Now passes it right side. 1:44 to go. Now kicks it up to Sylvana DeVries. DeVries moving to her left. Picks up the dribble. Now up to Crayley Williams. She'll try to drive to the elbow. Steps out in front of it. Pump fakes again. And now gives up to Estenson in the corner. 1:30 to go. Time to deliver your Two Basins Sports Network player of the game. As they're going to give a blocking foul here to Burlington. And the player of the game today is going to be Cambria Wick of the Burlington Huskies. We'll deliver her certificate down the floor later on. Honorable mentions today include, Honorable mention, Crayley Williams takes one dribble, takes the shot, splash! Up and in. Honorable mentions today for Burlington include Emma McNiven as well as Stella Davidson, and also going to say probably Victoria Kebler as well. Kicks it back up to the 44. Steps out in front of her. Now moves to her left. Picks up the dribble. Now this one's stolen away. Benefiel down the near side. Somehow kept it in bounds. Honorable mentions today for the Bobcats include Ella Benefiel, Hannah Boren, and of course Crayley Williams. Crayley Williams, frankly, has done most of the heavy lifting today for the Bobcats. Gives it up back to Vargas for three. It's up and she misses. Well, Vargas nailed a jump shot from the free throw line in that second quarter. I'm not shocked at all that she attempted that shot, and she came pretty close to making it too. I do think that Peyton needs to just continue taking those shots. Put a couple up when you have a shot on the playground. Not really. Well, on the playground, yeah. They still have recess at the 8th grade level. Although from my personal experience, we didn't go outside when I was in 8th grade. As a couple people did, but people chose to mostly just lounge in the commons area during recess time. I was one of those people. Some people went out and played football. Some of them were out onto the court playing basketball, but mostly we just stayed inside the cafeteria. 31 seconds to go here. Free throws coming up as the Bobcats have attained their 5th foul of the quarter. Shot on its way for the 44, up and in. She's quietly had a good night tonight as well. Just haven't been able to call her name because we just don't know her name because she is not on any of the rosters that were provided to us. But shot is on its way. It's up and it's no good. And a inbound. 26 seconds to go here. And ball is loose, picked up in the middle of the floor. They're going to try and wrestle it away, and a traveling violation. This is coming back the other way. 18 seconds still to play here in this game. Ella Benefiel will toss this one in. Again, just to remind you, our player of the game today is Cambria Wick of the Burlington Huskies. And this one's stolen away, back down the middle of the floor. Ball is loose and out of bounds. Gives us time to quickly get our Sharpie out. We got the certificate right here. We'll deliver it to Cambria in just a moment. Of course, can't do it right now because she's on the floor. Left side, 12 seconds to go. Lifts up one hand there. Now takes the shot. This one's up and way no good. Rebounded by Mabry Schwann. And Mabry's had a good day rebounding today. Just didn't have enough to fit her in her honorable mention. She'll try it down court. That one's up, and they're not going to count the basket, but that would have been awesome. And that is going to conclude the A game here as we're going to head into the B game. Hopefully that is a little bit better of an outcome for the Bobcats. But if that's all you're stopping by for, we thank you so much for tuning in. Otherwise, please stick around. B game action coming up right after this. The Burlington Huskies take down the Thermopolis Bobcats 31-19. Hello and welcome back here inside of Burlington High School, home of the Huskies. Get ready to start the B game here. And we are back underway. Victoria Kebler and Avery Teeples were tipping it away. Down the left side, this one's up, no good. Trying to rip it away. That one's off the side of the basket. That one's no good as Victoria Kebler tries to put it up and in. Down the near side here is J.C. Worley trying to get to the ball. That one's going to be called a jump there on the top of the key. 5:36 to go here, and they have reset my shot clock. I knew they would. All you got to do is press new game, and it'll just reset the shot clock. But rest in peace to the 69 shot clock in the A game. You will be missed. You served your country well. Down the left side, shot on its way. It's up and it's in. I wonder if I should make that into a T-shirt, actually. Just like a Daktronics style shot clock with a 69 on it. I don't know. Because that's just kind of my trademark whenever I set up the scoreboard. I'll change something to 69 on the LED panels. Down the right side, Avery Teeples. It's up and it's no good. Of course, nowadays, the kids these days are laughing at 6'7", but, you know, it's whatever. Down the left side, it's up and it's no good. Avery Teeples on the rebound. Gives it on now to Amelia Johnson. Up far side now, this is to Reagan Schaefer. Tosses it in to Teeples. This one's up and blocked. Taken back away by Kebler, and now here they come down the far side. Shot on its way on the left. That one's up and in. Here comes Amelia Johnson again, up past the timeline. 4:26 to go in the first quarter. Not really many stoppages so far. Reagan Schaefer on the wing. Oh, man, I would have taken that three, but she'll take the jump shot there from two, which is, I guess, better for the coach's heart, I guess. Taken back away by Amelia Johnson. Schaefer slings it in to Jessie Moore. This one's up, and it's no good. A very good attempt there, by the way, 6-0. Down the right side, it's up, and it is stopped immediately there. Number 32. That is, I can't find her number. I think she was a unknown soldier during that Shoshone game as well. We didn't have her name then either. Shots up and it's no good. So 4:02 to go here in this opening quarter. It is currently 6-0. Make that 7-0 as she'll switch the free throw. Amelia Johnson bringing it up past the timeline. Johnson slings it over. Now backdoor again. Loses control of the ball. This is going to go back to the Huskies. 32 to the near side. Now slings it up past the timeline. Down left side, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Reagan Schaefer. Schaefer tried to pass it up to Amelia Johnson, but she was caught unaware there. Down left side, shot on its way, up no good by Heidi Bruderloh. Now Victoria Kebler, that one's up no good. Rebounded, now taking the shot from the left. A hook by Bruderloh is no good. Rebounded by the 32. That one's up and blocked by Amelia Johnson, but she'll get another opportunity. That one's off the back iron and no good. And again, a lot of the woes here could probably be solved by a simple box out, but unfortunately, that's just not been what they've been doing here. Rebounding would probably solve a lot of the point stuff here, but we'll be right back in just a moment. I'd like to welcome you back here inside of beautiful Burlington, Wyoming, a city with about 240 some odd people. And we're glad to have you with us here in southwest central Bighorn County. Coming up past the timeline is Schaefer. She'll pass left side to Avery Teeples. Backdoor back to Schaefer. It's ripped away. Victoria Kebler down the middle of the floor. Shots up and it's in. And Kebler was named our B-team player of the game against Shoshone, and she's looking to have that done here today. Probably should have printed off a extra certificate from that game. Teeples bounce pass back up to the 22 of Jessie Moore. That one's up, no good. Sydney Eplin trying to go for the rebound. She'll get it, or tips it in at least. Amelia Johnson will pass it right side up to Schaefer. Schaefer nice and calm and collected there, but she'll try to pass it up, and this one will go right on back to whence it came. And they took the score off the board, and then they put it right back on. It was 9-0 earlier. You might have saw on our graphic if you're paying attention during the intermission that we took that score off. Oh, that one's up and in. 3! Didn't even see who got that. I think it might have been Moore that got the 3 there. Either way, first one of the contest for the Bobcats. Down the left side, shots up, and they'll answer. Kebler with a 2. 13-3. Tosses up to the far side, up to Jessie Moore. Moore moves to her left, now gives it on back to Amelia Johnson. Or not, yeah, sorry, that is Johnson. Apologize. Johnson picks up the dribble, looks to pass left side up top to Eplin. Eplin moving back toward the volleyball line. She'll look to get rid of it. Underhander to Reagan Schaefer. Schaefer one dribble, now gives up to Moore. Moore up to Johnson. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. And I think what the Bobcats need to do to avoid some of that miscommunication, do what you do in volleyball, right? Call it out. Like, call someone's name if you're going to pass it to them. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. And I'm not hearing any communication at all from the purple and gold, really, even through my headset. Usually I could hear very well through these headphones, but not hearing a thing from the purple and gold down there compared to Burlington anyway. Now here they go. Down the left side, it's Bruderloh on the shot, up and a foul. Number 21, Heidi Bruderloh, the 7th grader, on the possession there as she's able to get the rock up to the cup for the foul. Shot on its way, bottom of the rim, no good. That's very odd indeed. I think, hold on. Annabelle Wire is not in her uniform. She's in the grandstands. I don't know if she's playing in the B game. I don't know what's going on today. And I'll check this one in. This is Jenny Daramidi coming in onto the floor, replacing Jessie Moore. Shot is on its way off the back iron and no good. Rebounded by Avery Teeples. 57 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. Kicks it back out to Schaefer on the wing. Now moving right side up to Jenny Daramidi. Comes to a jump stop. Looking to get by. Finds her way to the elbow. Shot on its way up. No good. Rebounded by Teeples. Up on the right. No good. And the ball is loose, and they're going to try and get it out of there like some sort of rugby ruck. And that is going to be another jump ball. Also worth mentioning is that Hallen Bowker is into the game. 36 seconds to go in the opening quarter. They'll toss it in. Here comes the 20 of... Shoot, actually, we don't have number 20 on our roster. Down the left side, shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Trying to keep it inbounds, and Schaefer will be there on the defensive board. Moving to her left side. 16 seconds to play here in this opening quarter, and it's going to be a jump ball. Clock stopped at 13.4. They'll try to toss it in here. Bobcat ball on the baseline. Here comes Schaefer. Schaefer tossing it into Eplin, or at least trying to. She'll successfully get a hold of it. Slings it to the right side, and it's intercepted by the 14 of Brooklyn O'Barr. 3, 2, 1. And won't get it there in time, and that is going to conclude the opening quarter here in Burlington here for this B game as the Thermopolis Bobcats trail to the Burlington Huskies 13-3. We'll be back in less than a minute for the start of the second. Do not go anywhere. You are watching Thermopolis Bobcats girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Mike talking back here to the start of the second quarter here in Burlington as the Huskies take on the Bobcats here for this home and away series. Bobcats hosted the Huskies in the fourth game of the season in Thermopolis. B team unfortunately did not come away with a win in that game. All three teams lost that day actually, but Jenny Deramiti on the steal. Uses that as an opportunity to feed it on back to Schaefer. Now to Deramiti in the wing. And immediately taken back away there by Brooklyn O'Barr for the Burlington Huskies. Holds it over her head, now passes it right side. This is up to the 24 of Tilly Neves. Bounce pass underneath, taken back away by Teeples. We learned it was Tilly Neves during the Shoshone game because it was her birthday that day. So far side up to Jenny Deramiti, has it inside the arc. She'll drive to the paint, picks up the dribble, trying to toss this one back. And now here comes Sydney Eplin, who will go out of bounds. Clock stops at 5:09. This is our last ABC broadcast of the girls' season, as the girls will have a 8th grade contest between the Whirling Warriors. We expect that to only be an we only expect that to be an A game, but we'll double check with the coaches just to make sure we don't have to bring two certificates. Shot is up from the middle. That one's up and it's no good. Less than 5 minutes to go in the second quarter here. Down into the left wing, bounce pass to the middle. This one almost stolen away. And they're just getting harassed down there near side. Bobcat defense has not been a weak point. It's just been the offense. Very good job defensively on both A, B, and C. It's just, again, offense is making way too many careless errors and they're not rebounding. In fact, I'd say that's probably the only weakness that this defense has, is that they're not able to get the defensive glass there. And that one's up on the left side and up and in. Rattles in for the Bobcats. Baseball pass from Schaefer to Teeples. Far side now to Deramiti. Deramiti tries the pass and it's stolen away on the far end. Coming back down the other way. Ball is out of bounds as they try to do something about it there on the far side. And now I think we got one checking in. I think it's Heidi Bruderloh back into the game. They'll toss this one in. 4:18 or so to go here, as I have neglected our clock, unfortunately. Still 15-3 here. Moving to our left side is Deramiti. Deramiti stops, picks up the dribble, passes right to Schaefer. Shots open, a wide open one from the wing, or from the elbow. That one's no good. And Teeples will draw the foul, or no, check that, it'll go out of bounds. I'll check that. They did call a foul, actually, on number 14, Brooklyn O'Barr, for her first personal. And they'll toss this one into Hallen Bowker. This one's stolen back away. Bobcats have had kind of a tough time all season, A, B, and C, on those inbounds. And they're going to try and get it away as Reagan Schaefer trying to impose her will on everyone down there on that volleyball line. .342 still to play here in the second. You're watching the B game, middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, brought to you by Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy. Up past the timeline, now to the right side. This one's tipped and stolen away. Down the other end, here comes Bruderloh up through the middle. Jenny Daramidi doing her normal crow screeching there. Down the right side, shot on its way, no good. Rebounded by O'Barr. That one's up and in. Brooklyn O'Barr for two. Up past the timeline. Trying to look to the near side here. This is to Sydney Eplin. Eplin loses the ball. This is going to go back to the Huskies. 3 minutes still to play. Left side now, O'Barr. Shot is up and cha-ching. Brooklyn O'Barr with back-to-back baskets for the Huskies. I do believe by my count she's got 6 points on the game. Up to the far side, tipped by the 32. This is going to stay here. And again, Brooklyn O'Barr on the takeaway for the Huskies. Up top, now moving into the paint. Shot on its way from the free throw line. O'Barr on the offensive rebounds. And a jump ball. Looks like we got one checking in for the Huskies, number 30, or number 20, who is not on our roster, of course. I think Brooklyn O'Barr took a little bit of a breather. We know that Victoria Kebler is also back into the game. Kebler has had a fantastic day today. Kebler trying to dribble out of it, and she will. Keeps herself low, now goes to the right side. I thought I heard a whistle there. I apologize. Down the left side, shot on its way. Kebler's shot cannot go. Kicks it back up to Victoria Kebler. She'll move to the elbow, now back up top to the 20. Now to the left side, this is Rayleigh Rasmussen, I believe, underneath the basket, and she is going to get called for the travel. So Rasmussen unable to hold on to it there for the time that she was needed. Moving to the left side, less than 2 minutes to go. J.C. Worley with it. Worley holds it over her head, now underneath to Helen Bowker. This one's swatted away and out of bounds. Or no, check that. No, they kept it inbounds. I do apologize. I believe it was J.C. Worley that was down there for the Bobcats to keep it there. Victoria Kebler through the middle of the floor. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Jenny Daramidi on the rebound. Coming back through to the far side of the floor. Takes the shot from the mid-range. It's up and it's no good. That could have been an amazing score there for the 35, which just unfortunately did not have enough under it. Maybe had too much under it as it did rim out. Kebler's shot is up and it's no good. Ball is loose. Daramidi, big breakaway. Down the right side, switch it to the middle. Shot is on its way. It's up and it's no good. 1:06 to go here. Clock has run for quite a bit here. Up top, holds on to the ball. Now gives up underneath to Victoria Kebler. Kebler in a little bit of trouble. Shots up, cha-ching, despite the 3-on-1. A football score here in Burlington. Trying to pass it to J.C. Worley. Kebler on the takeaway. Down the near side. Tries to skip it to the far side. Out of bounds it goes. Clock will stop at 42. Checking into the game is going to be Avery Teeples. Looks like they're going to send Helen Bowker to the bench here. We also got a sub for Burlington. Number 32 off the floor. Bobcats running cowboy. Here comes Jenny Daramidi with it. Now left side to Worley. And it'll be a tie-up down there between Worley and Rasmussen. 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. They'll toss it in. Passes it up into the middle. Here comes Heidi Bruderloh down the right side, underneath the rim. No good. And a jump ball. Clock will stop at 17. And they'll toss this one in onto the elbow. 16 seconds to go. Passes it up to the left side as it goes through the hands of Worley. Clock will stop at 11.2. Shot clock's been disabled, by the way. onto the free throw line and back up patiently through the middle, and Daramidi gets the screen. Down left side, Rasmussen shots blocked. Kebler on the rebound, feeds it back up. This one's up and off the top of the basket, no good. The final shot was taken by sixth grader Susie Ball, and that will conclude the first half here in Burlington as the Thermopolis Bobcats trail 21-3. We'll be back in just a moment. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats, here on the Voice of the Bobcats. Hello and welcome back inside of Burlington High School, home of the Huskies, as we get set for some third quarter action here in this B game. Bobcat basketball on Two Basins Sports Network is brought to you by Hot Springs Pharmacy, the service you deserve for the neighbors you trust, and Kirby Consulting, serving the Rockies and Western Plains since 2014. Kirby Consulting is your elite oilfield professionals and a proud sponsor of Two Basins Sports Network. With that being said, we need to remind our audience as well, we got basketball, high school basketball, coming up in just a matter of weeks. We're going to have our broadcast schedule released on Facebook within the next couple of days. We got all that planned out. We just got to get all that ready to go. But sponsorships are available for the high school basketball / middle school boys basketball season. Just a little bit up front, we will be missing a couple of middle school games in January. Down the middle of the floor is Kebler. It's up and it's no good. Avery Teeples on the rebound. Sorry, Lauren's a freshman. I don't know why. Lauren did so well last year that I just associate the Teeples name with her at this point. I'm very sorry to Avery. Moving to the left side is Sydney Eplin. Picks up the dribble, but yeah, sponsorships are open. We will be missing a couple of middle school games. Shot is up and in on the right side. Bobcats will get the basket. We'll be in Green River for the Flaming Gorge Classic. Keep in mind that we will probably be prioritizing the girls team over the boys in case there is a conflict in Green River. For that same reason as well, we'll also be following the girls up to Bighorn and Dayton for the 2026 2A SmackDown. Can't believe I'm already saying 2026. So yeah, just letting you know, we'll be there at those two tournaments. We will not be following the boys. Ooh, there we go, down the left side. That is going to be a jump ball. I think we'll probably skip out on the Bighorn Basin Classic this year, though. I'm not quite sure, though. We'll just have to see how that pans out. But we are for sure going to the Flaming Gorge Classic in Green River, and we will be going to the 2A SmackDown up in Sheridan County. The girls' 2A SmackDown, I would say. Boys will be, good Lord, who knows where. Kicks it back out to the right side, back turned. Now flips it on over to the right wing. And this one's picked up on the dribble, the dribble is picked up by the Huskies. Coming through the middle of the floor, picks up the dribble. This one's going to be tapped away and onto the onto the circle. Ball is loose and picked up by Reagan Schaefer through the middle of the floor. And this is going to be spat back out to the 14 of Brooklyn O'Barr, who's just had a magnificent game today. Bruderloh now to the left side, up to Kebler. Kebler trying to fight through the traffic. That one's up, no good. Clock's still running somehow, some way. It's been running this entire time. Right side here off the pass by Schaefer. Here comes Eplin. Eplin, rugby pass here to the 10 of J.C. Worley. Worley staying in place. Now kicks that to Eplin on the wing. She'll move to her left side. Picked up on the defensive end there. Now gets it up into Teeples. That one's up. Cha-ching! Avery Teeples with another basket there. Or did I say another? Oh, she was actually fouled as well, which will stop the clock for the first time this half. It had a nice run though. Had a really nice run. About 2 minutes and 20 seconds of nonstop ticks on that Daktronics scoreboard. And now they'll give a chance here for Bruderloh and O'Barr to get a little bit of a breather. Up on the left side, I'm very sorry if you hear any background noise. We got some kids being idiots there to our left. Trying to climb the bleachers for God knows whatever reason. Now here inside the paint, shot is on its way. It's up and it's no good. And I'm just going to say this. I do love broadcasting from Burlington. It is one of my favorite places to broadcast from. Mostly, due to the fact that the outlet is literally right there behind me and I don't have to get my extension cord to just get the power going. But that, just really nice town, really nice court, nice facility, It is an awesome place to be at, but unfortunately, there's a downside. The kids here just do whatever they do. They need to just get somewhere and sit down. It feels like every other game, it's like, good Lord. I don't have the same issue in any other place that I'm at. Like, I know kids will be kids, but, like, can't just let them run all over God's creation during a game. Down the right side, shots up and no good there. Teeples on the putback, up and in. And the Bobcats catching fire here late into this game. 3:09 still to play. We did not get our clock rolling. I do apologize. We'll try to get the clock as accurate as we can in as short an amount of time as we can. Down the right side, shot on its way, up and in, and I'm trying to get who scored. Number 32. Fortunately, she is not on our roster, but a very good basket there. Through the middle, shot is up, and it is out of bounds. And this will give it back to the Huskies here as they'll feed it back in. Possession arrow pointed to the left here. Moving to the left side, through the middle, shot on its way and blocked. Gets another opportunity. That one's up and in. I believe that time it might have been Susie Ball. No, yeah, maybe, yeah, I think. No, it wasn't. It was number 20. Or no, it wasn't. It wasn't Susie at all. It was actually number 32. Yeah, we don't know who number 32 is. She is not on our roster. Foul was committed by the Huskies. Bobcats will get some free throws coming up here. So first one's up and no good. Schaefer on the free throws for the Bobcats. Glad to have you with us here tonight from Burlington High School. A little bit of powder on the ground here in Bighorn County. It snowed last night. We said this earlier in the broadcast, but I came across a couple of sheets of ice actually outside of Otto, which I don't know if is 10 minutes outside of Burlington. Town of about 50 people, and it was mostly because the trees were shading the road, and hopefully it's, you know, they're saying it's supposed to snow all across the Bighorn Basin this coming weekend. I'm just hoping that it doesn't impact the conference tournament in a couple weeks in Cali. This is going to be a toss up to the left side. Applin was the intended recipient there, and Burlington's going to get it back. In through the middle of the floor, shots up for the right side, up and no good. And Teeples is there, Teeples is there on the rebound, and she has had a fantastic second half here. Jessie Moore can't get it to go. Ripping it away, and now Rayleigh Rasmussen will get the ball off of the rebound by the 32. She'll pass up to the far side. This is the 24 now of Tilly Neves. Neves with it on the far side. Now down the right end. 32 passes it middle to Bruderloh. This one's up no good. Rebounded. Neves tries to toss it in. Kicks it back out to the left side to Rasmussen. This is going to be a loose ball taken back away by Jessie Moore. 58 seconds to play in the third quarter. And a big fall down there as a blocking foul will be assessed to the 14 of Brooklyn O'Barr. 54.2 seconds to go here. And trying to see, do not think that they will give free throws on this. Nope, they will not. It is the third foul, though, for Burlington. 54 seconds to go. They'll toss this one up. Avery Teeples with it. 49 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Here comes Eplin. Eplin trying to hold on to it. Shot clock has expired. And now here comes the 25 of Avery Teeples through the paint, trying to drive through. It's up and no good. And I think she probably could have gotten her arm up just a little bit there on that shot. If she wouldn't have made it, probably would have been a lot closer, and even then, she probably would have also drawn a foul along with it. Speaking of foul, well, not really a foul, but a jump ball. Should stay with Burlington, judging off of the possession arrow, though. 20.9 to go. Down to the far side, being harassed there by Bowker and Schaefer. Taking the shot for the elbow, it's up and it's no good. Tries to grab her own rebound. It was Bruderloh there instead. Shot is up and no good. Teeples will grab the rebound. 3, 2, 1. Tries to let it go. And a last second shot almost got it to go. 25-9 as we head into the fourth quarter. And the Thermopolis Bobcats continue to trail here in the B game. We'll be back inside of Burlington High School in just a moment here from the kennel. But for now, we'll just take a quick breather. At the end of 3, Burlington leads 25-9. We'll see you back in just a little bit. Like talking back here inside of the kennel here at Burlington High School, home of the Huskies. Fourth quarter about ready to start here, the last quarter of our B team action. And this night has actually gone by a lot quicker than most of the other games up to this point. And the afternoon in Rocky just felt like it didn't go on for long enough. It was like, wow, we're already into the B game. Oh, good Lord, we're already into the C game. Oh, God, it's over. Final buzzer. Taken back away by Victoria Kebler. Down the left side. Holds on to the dribble. Takes the shot. It's up. No good. And rebounded here. Jenny Deramiti down the far side. I don't think she got the rebound, but she has the ball. Now she'll pass the rock back behind the line. Eplin just saying screw it and just going up for the 3. That one's going to go no good. But when you're down 25-9, I don't really fault some of these players for being desperate, but these coaches still need to try to control that a little bit. Try and get them calmed down a little bit. Victoria Kebler down the left side, up and in. And I think, Kebler is a really special player. And I can't wait to see what she does in high school. That being said, we're gonna have to wait until 2027 for that because she is a 7th grader. But I can't wait to be back here in this gymnasium next year to see her play for the A team. I think that'll be awesome. On the baseline it goes. Wow, we're already down to 4:56. You kind of forget how quick these games go by at the middle school level. With the first high school games coming up in a little bit, we're going to be having our first high school basketball broadcast of the season against the Arapahoe Charter Warriors, the Ba Senan, the Ba Ehiha. They'll be in Thermopolis for that. And when we get into those 8-minute quarters, that's going to be something to get adjusted to after all of this. Dive into the floor. You know what else is going to take some getting adjusted to? The shot clock. Although it's not coming this year, it'll be in the 2026-2027 season. That'll be quite a bit to get used to. We're not going to have I don't plan to have a shot clock up on our graphic, but unless I can figure out some sort of magic wizardry to do so. Giving it up underneath the basket. Shot is on its way. It's up, and it is good. 29-9. Jenny Deramiti with it at the attack line. Goes to the far side to Worley. Worley dribbles to her right side. Tries to find a lane to the basket. Shots up and splash! JC Worley for 2. The 7th grader getting the job done there. 4:05 to go. Elbow up to the right side. By the way, this is about the time now where we give our best wishes to the high school basketball teams as they have their second day of practice tonight. If I'm not mistaken, I think the girls right now are having their second practice right now. The boys will be practicing, if I remember, in like 15 minutes. To the right side it goes. Gives it up to JC Worley. Worley trying to get out of it. She'll go to her right side. Good job there, but she's got to get rid of it. Now gives it up to Sydney Eplin. Eplin up behind the lane. Rugby pass underneath to Worley. Nobody's setting a screen. That's my problem. Oh, we got a whistle. Can't set a screen if the play's dead. But that's the thing, too. The offense needs to – I'm seeing they're not really setting as many screens as we see with the A team. They need to start – maybe I'm just not paying attention, but they need to find a way to create open spaces here for the purple jerseys down there. 3:15 is where the clock will stop. I'm getting a little bit better at this clock thing as the games go on. Victoria Kebler will be taking some free throws here as she was fouled by Hallen Bowker. Shot on its way. It's up and off the front of the rim. No good. Checking in is Avery Teeples. Also checking in appears to be Reagan Schaefer. Victoria Kebler will be taking her second free throw here. This one's up, and it is in. 30-11. My scoreboard was lying there for a sec. And this one's going to be put back up to the top of the key, and it's going to be a big struggle down there on the volleyball line. This one's going back to the Huskies, and you can see the C team now coming into frame. They're running to the lockers to get themselves ready. Oh, no, they're just running over to that little mat over there, but they're going to be coming up here in about 3 minutes. Can't wait to see what the C team has in store. They kind of shocked me a little bit when they took down the Grizzlies on Saturday. Let's see what they have in store for the Burlington Huskies. Keep in mind, though, that C team, they lost, but they didn't lose by much. I looked back at the film earlier this morning. I think it was like a 6-point game. So I can't wait to see what they got here. Moving up top, now passes to the far side, manages to get it by Daramidi. And this one's going to be ripped away, and a foul is called. 2:39 is where the clock will stop. Our clock was off by about 1 second here. Now keep in mind, this clock is supposed to be just a general aid. This clock that we have on our broadcast is not official as Rayleigh Rasmussen gets the basket. But that's just something to keep in mind for our audience. It's just a general ballpark of where it is. It's usually pretty accurate, but you know, it is human controlled. It's not, I'm not fancy. I don't have a truck outside the school or like one of those little ESPN, Fox, NBC vans, right, that control it from there. But up the right side, no good. J.C. Worley on the rebound. I do wish, though, that I was smart enough to find a way to connect it to the Daktronics panel that it's inside the gymnasium. I think that'd be pretty cool, and it would save me a ton of time. Moving to the right side, picking up the dribble. Schaefer gives it inside the Teeples. It's up in a foul. 1:55 to go. And we're getting very close to delivering our second Two Basins Sports Network Player of the Game tonight. I'll tell you one thing, it will not be a Bobcat. Avery Teeples, though, will be getting free throws here. First shot is on its way and no good. Second shot on its way for Teeples. It's up and it's no good. 1:50 still to play here. Oh, they are stuck in the backcourt. My camera is in front court. Apologize about that. Far side, down the right. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Rasmussen. Rasmussen trying to get it out of there, and Schaefer, I think, is down there trying to rip it away, and that'll go back to the Bobcats off the jump ball. 1:36 to go. And it is time to deliver our Two Basins Sports. Oh, check that. J.C. Worley putting up the shot. Jesse Moore on the rebound. But your Two Basins Sports Network Player of the Game is going to go to Victoria Kebler of the Burlington Huskies. Bounce pass back up to Jesse Moore. Shot on its way up and no good. Rebounded there by the 20. Honorable mentions tonight for Burlington include, just 1 sec. Honorable mentions today include, obviously, Brooklyn O'Barr. I think she deserves it. I also feel like Rayleigh Rasmussen also put in a lot of, I think she contributed a lot toward the team tonight. So Rayleigh Rasmussen's our second honorable mention. I think our third honorable mention, we do not know her name, so I do apologize, but number number 20, or number 23, I think is who she is. Or is it 23 or 32? Yeah, I think it might actually be 32. Number 32. Yeah, that's exactly who it was. Is our third honorable mention. Unfortunately, we do not know her name. We do apologize for that. Kicking it out. Shot is up for Tilly Neves. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Avery Teeples. Honorable mentions today for the Thermopolis Bobcats here in this B game. Hallenbacher down the left side, and it'll be taken back away by Bruderlo. Honorable mentions today for the Bobcats are as follows. Avery Teeples, obviously. Also think that Jesse Moore and J.C. Worley also had, or sorry, no, well, yeah, J.C. How about this? How about a bonus honorable mention? Reagan Schaefer. I feel like she had a pretty good day as well, despite the circumstances here. Shot is up and two. Still a fantastic shot. I think it was Hallenbacher that had that basket there. Down the left side, it's number 20. Takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. 2-1, buzzer. Avery Teeples tries to get the shot off in time, and it's not going to be in enough time. And we'll be right back. 32-13. I apologize, was the final score for the Thermopolis Bobcats, or as they lose in the A and the B games. C game coming up right after this. We'll be back in just a second as the Thermopolis Bobcats lose in A and B action. Coming up after this, C team. We'll be right back. Player of the game goes to Victoria Kebler. like to welcome you back here inside of Burlington High School, here inside of the Kennel, home of the Huskies. Glad to have everybody with us here as we get ready to start the C game. Before we start, I'd like to thank our sponsors, as always, Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy. C game getting ready to go. Should be an exciting matchup. A lot of these players, a lot of talent on both sides here for both the Huskies and the Bobcats. Didn't see this team at all during the game against Matitsi for obvious reasons, but we saw a little bit of against the Shoshone Wranglers. And we are underway. Down the left side is Mackenzie Jones. Shot is up, kick, and it's a go. And ripped away. It's Egger. Down the left, up and in! And Bailey Bears was the one on the shot and the one who was fouled. She was our player of the game for the C game in Cali. Shot is on its way. It's up off the side of the rim, and they will whistle it dead here. It'll be Burlington ball. By the way, we gave our certificate there to Kebler after the game. Gave it to Coach Augard. Hopefully she finds that certificate here. And if she ends up not getting the certificate after all, then we'd still like to congratulate her on a job well done in that B game. Tossing it in. Here comes Bailey Bears. Bears up past the timeline on the center circle. Passes it to the far side. Kyle Egger with it. 2-0 Bobcats. Egger kicks it back out to Ebony Schroyer. Schroyer will move inside the arc. Back up now to Bailey Bears. Bears down the right side. Picks up the dribble. Feeds it back over to Bears. And now up to Ebony Schroyer. Schroyer moving right side. Takes the jump shot from mid. It's up and misses the basket. Jenny Daramidi on the rebound. That one's up no good. Mackenzie Jones. Oh, check that. Bailey Bears there on the rebound. Back up to Jenny Daramidi. It's up and contested. No good. Clock still rolling here. .452 to go here in this opening quarter, roughly. Bailey Bears on the takeaway inside the paint. On the breakaway now down the middle. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Trying to still go for it. It'll be tied up down there in the paint. The baskets glow red, and we got a sub, I think. No, we do not. And the Bobcats matching up here. And Coach Augard trying to get the 25 of Hallie McNiven to get her bracelet off there. Down the left side through the middle, spits it back out. Shot on its way, tosses it way up. That one's no good. Down the left side, that one's up no good. And out of bounds it goes, 4:20 to go. Sorry about that. We had a couple of the B team players ask who player of the game was. Shots up for Daramidi, up and in. Oh, and our clock is way inaccurate. We apologize. Again, the clock that we have on our stream is not official for this exact reason. Kicks it back up onto the right side, moves in through, now kicks it back up to the 45. Shot on its way. It's up for Susie Ball, I think that is, and we got a whistle. So 45 was Capri Augard. She has a name. She's gotten a little taller, though, since we last saw her during that Shoshone game. Now, that was a couple weeks, so she could have had a growth spurt in between then. But, yeah, she just looks a little bit taller. Moving back up inside mid-range. Augard sets the screen. Now going right side up top. Bounce pass up to Ivy Neves. And out of bounds it goes. 3:27 to go. So we got one checking in here. It appears to be number 21, Heidi Bruderloh, the 7th grader. Had a fantastic game in that B game. I believe we gave her one of our honorable mentions. Passes it right side. Now here comes Kyle Egger. Egger left side, driving into the paint, picks up the dribble. Now bounce pass to Jenny Daramedia. It's up and it's in. Daramedia, I believe, has 4 points on the day so far. She has done great. Bailey Bayers also with 2 points. Now to the right side. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good off of Natasha Bollinger. It's going back the other way, and we're going to have Burlington ball. Up past the timeline is Bailey Bayers. Loses control of the ball. It's coming back the other way. Now here comes Natasha Bollinger down the left side. Shots up and it's in. First basket of the night for the Huskies. This C team is just playing. I mean, I know it's still the first quarter, but this team is playing so much better against Burlington than what they did earlier back in October. And this team, this is a testament to how good how much better this team has improved since that first game against the Huskies. And that game, I think, against Rocky also kind of solidified it as well. And this is just not the same team that we had. And for the first time, that's a good thing. Down the left side is Heidi Bruderloh. That's up and no good. And Bailey Bayers on the takeaway, coming back down the near side. And she gets shoved to the ground and out of bounds. Speaking of Bailey Bayers, probably will expect to see her next Thursday, I think it is. Next Thursday against the Orland Braves. That'll be our next Bobcat broadcast. We do have one more broadcast coming up before that, though. We are going to be broadcasting on behalf of the Shoshone Wranglers, weather permitting. Depends on how the canyon looks on Tuesday, because it is supposed to snow on Saturday. I don't expect it to stick, but, you never know with Wyoming. But depending on how the Wind River Canyon looks, we'll most likely be heading to Shoshone as they take on the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Down left side, shots up. We already got it approved by the district and everything. We're all good. Rebound was made by Mackenzie Jones. Jones moving to her left side. Now up to the 2 of Evany Schroyer. Schroyer moving to the right side, and it's ripped away. Tilly Neves on the takeaway, and Mackenzie Jones is just not letting it go. And she's just got to move her feet a little there. I just don't really know what else to say. But still a really good effort there by Mackenzie Jones, and they'll pass this one in. 1:27 to go. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Mackenzie Jones on the rebound, and it's stripped away. Bruderloh will try one more time, and air ball there by Bruderloh. 1:20 to go. Bobcats performing so much better in this game compared to the A and B games. Here comes Lainey Cornella on to check in. Bailey Bayers will go up the floor. Bayers passes up to the far side. Cornella pivots, dribbles out of it. And she's getting a lot better about doing that. Cornella passes to her left up to Bailey Bayers. Remember, these are just 11, 12-year-old kids. They're still learning how to play the game of basketball. Lainey has definitely gotten so much better as a player. And that's probably my favorite part about calling middle school basketball is that development factor, right? It's awesome to see these kids and, the impact that the coaching is having on them as the season progresses. Down the left side, it's up and it's no good. Mackenzie Jones. Now, realistically, most parents probably will only get to see like a handful of those games, right? But we're here, we pretty much have to be here, right? So, we get to see that every single game, how much better that this team has gotten. And I'm really impressed with this C team, and I hope that some of these guys can carry that into 2026. And it's going to go back the other way, 16.1 to go. And I definitely acknowledge that I'm a lot more positive on this C team than I was on the A and B team. So I was honestly a little bit harsh earlier in the broadcast on them. And I'm sorry about that, but I know that they can play much better than that. I know that this program is better than that. Here comes Mackenzie Jones down the far side on the steal, down the right, picks up the dribble, tries to spin it out to Schroyer. That's taken away. The buzzer sounds. 6-2 at the end of quarter time here, and we'll be back in less than 60 seconds for the start of the second quarter. Thermopolis Bobcats, for the first time tonight, will lead at the quarter, 6-2. We'll be back in just a moment. You are watching middle school girls basketball on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the voice of the Bobcats. Nice welcome you back here inside of Burlington High School, inside of the kennel, home of the Huskies. Well, to just give you a little bit of an insight as to how quick tonight's action has gone, we've only been live for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Usually about this time, we'd be live for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. Usually our live streams will take anywhere about 3:15 to 3:30, like 3 hours and 30 minutes. So it's actually kind of impressive that this game, or that these games have gone by as quick as they have. Ebony Schroyer with it. Schroyer staying low, moves into the free throw line. Shot on its way. Mackenzie Jones on the offensive rebound. And has to pass it back up. And this is going to go out toward the exit, intended for Lainey Cornella. And unfortunately, kind of a bummer not to see the Cornella parents in attendance. They usually... to be fair, it is a road game, but I feel like that's also part of the reason why Lainey has grown as a player as well. Just some of that support that she's been getting at the games. Her parents usually like to sit themselves up to our left, usually when we're at DTS, and they're pretty audible down there. Yeah, I feel like just having that kind of support from family is a big, big step in the development of a player. So. But, she's not holding on to the ball as much, and she is learning how to dribble out of situations. I think, though, what they need to work with her on over the next couple of years, though, is coaching her how to – shots up on the left side, up and in, so Burlington will close the gap to 2. I think what they need to work on her with, though, they need to definitely work with her on passing out of it once she does eventually pick up the dribble, because she had a little bit of problems earlier in this game, getting stuck and kind of just freezing there, they called a double. I did not think they were going to call that, but they did, unfortunately for her. 4:39 to go. They didn't stop the clock on that last stoppage, by the way. It was I think it was Jaylee Larson that they got for that. Down left side, it is 6-4. Shot is on its way up and no good. Jenny Daramidi on the rebound. By the way, the scoreboard says 8-2 Bobcats. Shot on its way. It's up and Daramidi draws the foul. The scoreboard here inside the kennel says 8-2 Bobcats. It should be 6-4. Burlington scored that basket, and they scored it as a Bobcat basket. So hopefully the referees can get that figured out and get the scorer's table to fix that. Jenny Daramidi on the shot. It's up and it's going to fall short. I don't know if I should switch it to on my scoreboard or just wait until they switch it on theirs, because it still says 8-2. It's off the back iron there, and it's going to go back to – oh, no, never mind. They're going to have a foul down there on the far side. I'm just going to switch my scoreboard for now. I'm confident they'll change it eventually, and just got to – keep myself from getting too confused, but we know for sure that it is supposed to be 6-4. Just keep that in mind. The scoreboard is lying to you, both on site and on the live stream. Lainey Cornella with it, wide open, takes the mid, it's up and it's no good. And a very good attempt there by Lainey Cornella, but it will go back. Well, it looks like our timer is lying as well. 4:10 to go here. So they did eventually change. So they are changing it. They're getting it corrected. So, yep, they are going to get it correct here, 6-4. Didn't think they would let that slide for too long there. Down the near side, has her back turn, tries to spin out of it. Shot on its way, it's off the top of the backboard, no good. Rebounded here by Larson. Larson picks up the dribble, now gives up to Jenny Daramidi. She'll try from deep, and that's up no good. Rebounded by Larson, trying to get it out of there, gives it up to Kyle Egger. Egger moving to her right side, up top. Now up to Lainey Cornella. Cornella trying to pivot out of it. She'll move left side, onto the free throw line. Cornella trying to get the shot off. It's going to be no good. Larson trying to get in there. That's going to be a jump ball. I think it'll stay right here with the Bobcats off the possession arrow. Kyle Egger will look to inbound. 3:28 to go in this game, or in the second quarter. Egger gets it up to Daramidi. Takes the shot from mid. It's up and it's overshot. Rebounded by the 14 of Brooklyn O'Barr, who was one of our honorable mentions in that A game or that B game. And Daramidi back down the middle side here. Takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. They're going to get up into the middle on the rebound. Here comes the 34. Near side. Trying to create some room. Takes the shot. It's up and swish. Number 34, Natasha Bollinger, and I think she has a couple of baskets on the game here tonight. We do have a sub coming in for Burlington after the next buzzer. 2:46 to go here. Passes it left side to Lainey Cornella. Cornella moving to her right side, a little bit open. And she'll have to try to feed it back to Larson here, possibly. And she is unfortunately going to get caught up in the jump ball, and it will go back to Burlington. Bobcats lucked out on the jump ball the last possession, and now not so much this time. Bollinger with it on the right side. She's looking, and she's going to lose the ball. Mackenzie Jones tries to get in and rip it away. This one will go back to the Bobcats. Natasha Bollinger, wait, what? Okay, maybe I don't know how this possession arrow thing works. I'll toss this one in. Bollinger, this ball is loose. Jenny Daramidi harassing her on the near side. Runs into the screen and out of bounds. Kyle Egger will toss this one in for the Cats. Here comes Bailey Bears up through the middle of the floor. Bears tries to pass middle. This is going to go back up to the free throw line. Now Bailey's going to pass right side to Egger. Egger going around the perimeter here. That one's going to be out of bounds. It'll go back to the Husky. No, it will not. It will stay here with the Bobcats. I thought they signaled toward the other end of the gym there. Up to the far side, now to Mackenzie Jones. Swings out of it from the elbow. Now here comes Bailey Bears up top. Gives it out to Ebony Schroyer. Schroyer gives it up behind her to Bears. Bears trying to go around the perimeter, and she'll step out. Gives it up to Jenny Daramidi. Touching! Daramidi with 6 points on the game. Bailey Bears making up the other two. Up past the timeline, now to the right side. Screen set by the Huskies. Trying to pick up the dribble, and a 3-on-1 will force the whistle. We accidentally scored the Bobcats another basket there. We apologize. We took it off of our scoreboard. 1:25 to go in the half here in the C game. Bailey Bears with it up past the timeline. She'll give the pass up to the far side, up toward the Burlington bench. Bears down into the middle, tries to get underneath the basket. And ripped up by Denny Deramiti. Now here comes Bears. Kicks it out to Schroyer. Schroyer lines up for the 2. It's up and it's no good. Mackenzie Jones on the rebound. Looking for an option. Feeds it back up to Bears. She'll line it up for 3. That one's up, no good. Tries it for the far side. Up and in. Jenny Deramiti. 10-6. Deramiti again, 8 for 10. Responsible for 8 out of 10. And we have a timeout. Either a timeout or a sub. So, yeah, I thought we had a timeout. I guess we don't. So, some confusion over there on that far end. Tossing it in will be Capri Allgard. They'll toss this one in, 45 seconds. Tosses it up to the left. Almost got taken away by Cornella. Jenny Deramiti, far side on the breakaway, down the right side. Shot on its way, it's up and it's in. 12-6, responsible for 10 of 12. And she will get another double-digit points game. Ripped away. It's going to be the 34 of Natasha Bollinger, and we got a foul here down the far side. It's going to send it up to the baseline. 17 and a half ticks to go on the scoreboard here. Capri Allgard to toss it in between the U and the S. Tosses it up from the left side. Splash. I think that was Rayleigh Rasmussen on the basket there for Burlington. Bailey Bears passes it left side to Lainey Cornell, and it's taken away. Natasha Bollinger, as time expires, and they're not going to get a shot off. And that will conclude the second quarter of action here in Burlington for the C game. So far, the player of the half has been Jenny Deramiti, 10 points on the game. The only one else to score was 6th grader Bailey Bears, as she was able to net herself the first basket of the game. We'll be back from inside of the kennel here at Burlington High School in just a quick moment. But for now, enjoy halftime. 12-8, Bobcats on top here, trying to get their only win of the night here against the Huskies. like talking back here inside of Burlington High School, home of the Huskies, here inside of the kennel. The Thermopolis Bobcats and the Thermopolis Bobcats and the Burlington Huskies on Two Basins Sports Network, brought to you by Kirby Consulting and Hot Springs Pharmacy. I'm glad to have you back with us here for the start of this third quarter. Oh, why is my clock still running? "12 more minutes left on our action here for the night. Glad to have you all with us here as we get ready to close out the night. The final ABC broadcast of the girls' middle school season, at least on behalf of Thermopolis anyway. We will have an ABC broadcast on behalf of Shoshone coming up on December 2nd against the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies, but after that it'll just be an 8th grade A broadcast against Worland for Thermopolis. And then obviously the conference tournament in Rocky. A little bit of a funny story about the conference tournament. We talked to the athletic director for Rocky Mountain before we left the gymnasium on Saturday. That one's stolen away off of Bailey Bears. But here they go down the far sideline. Burlington going to try to score here as they're just harassing her there on the far side. But the funny story here, Rocky was supposed to host the boys conference tournament. Unfortunately, just kind of happened that there was a little bit of a conflict because Rocky was also supposed to host 2A regional wrestling on that same week. So obviously, they're not going to be, even though they do have an auxiliary gym, they're not going to be able to fit two sports in 2 gyms there. So so they ended up switching with Grable for the rights to the girls' championship. The boys were supposed to play the championship in Rocky. Girls were supposed to play in Grable, as they're going to whistle that one dead on a jump ball. But because of 2A regional wrestling happening in Cali, they switched it. So the boys will play the conference tournament in Grable in February. Girls will play up in Cali in 2 weeks. Letting the shot go for the left side. That one's up and no good. Ball is loose and trying to pick it up, and Capri Allgard is down there to try to rip it away. It's been a pretty tight contest here in this game, although the scoreboard doesn't quite tell the final story here. Jenny Jaramidi, as always, has had a dominating game, 10 points on the day. Shots up and overshoots it. Rebounded by Kyle Egger. She'll try to bring it back around the perimeter. Ball will go out as she tries to go for the diving save. 4:23 on the board here in the third quarter. This will go back to Burlington. Susie Ball will have it on the near side. Tossing it in underneath the underneath the circle here. Passes up to the left side. Shot on its way. It's off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Kyle Egger. Passed up to Bailey Bears. Here past the timeline. She's carrying big speed. Bears passes up into the middle there to Jones, and we got a whistle. And Bailey Bears was in a little bit of trouble there. She had her pivot foot kind of sliding out from underneath her there. Almost got herself the travel, but the foul was called on Burlington. Capri Allgard picking up her second personal foul. Kyle Egger tosses it into Ebony Schroyer. This one's stolen away, back down the near side. 4 minutes to play here in Burlington. Passes up to the right side, now spits it out to the 31 of Ivy Neves, and now back around the perimeter. Bobcats still trying to harass them there. Whistle will blow the play dead here, as trying to get rid of it there desperately was Ivy Neves. She was in a little bit of a bit of a pickle there. Tosses it down the right side. It's up and blocked. Rebounded by the 31 of Ivy Neves. Neves passes it back up to the left side. Now here comes Cecily Tolman. Back down the Neves on the left side. She'll try to dribble away from the 2 of Ebony Schroyer. Back down the right side. Bailey Bears harassing the 31 there on the far side. Going down to the near side. It'll be a skip pass going down the left side going down the left lane there to a 3-on-1 situation. Lost my wording there for a minute. I'm very sorry. Ivy Neves with it, guarded by Egger. pick set, and now Bailey Bears will take over that matchup, and she'll get the screen on her. Right side, kicks it back out. Shot on its way from mid. It's up, but it's no good. Mackenzie Jones on the rebound. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter here in Burlington. On the bottom of the circle there. Now here comes Kyle Egger to the right wing. She'll stop inside the corner pocket. Puts her front foot out. Now here comes Mackenzie Jones. Jones on the shot, on the ground, a foul, and it'll be Burlington getting their second team foul here. 2:47 to play in the third quarter. Heidi Bruderloh checking into the Hardwood Hotel. Also checking in appears to be the 24 of, we do not know. 24 not on our roster. We apologize. And this one's stolen away by Bruderloh. Back down the right side. Switches, shot up and overshot. Kyle Egger on the rebound. Now here comes Bailey Bears up past the timeline to the far side. Has it there on the baseline. That's going to be out of bounds. It'll probably stay right here with the Cats. Oh, why did I give them a point? 2:29 to play. They'll toss this one in. Mackenzie Jones with it, wearing her red headband today. Shots up on the left side. That one's up no good. Rebounded by the 30 of Susie Ball. Ball with the pass up to the far side. A little bit of a short chest pass. Feeds it up to the corner. Shot on its way for three. Up no good. Kyle Egger on the defensive rebound. Tiny but mighty there inside the paint. She does have a lot of rebounds and steals to her credit this year. Here comes Bailey Bears up to the far side on the volleyball attack line, moving right. Kyle Egger with it now near side. Steps out, trying to get her pivot foot there. Now here comes Mackenzie Jones down the right side, and it ribs out! And I think they actually also called a foul on the Huskies as well. So that's something we missed there for sure. 1:53 to play in the third quarter. It'll be free throws coming up for Mackenzie Jones, so she must have gotten fouled down there. Obviously, how else do you get free throws? Shot is on its way off the left side, no good. They're going to summon in the 25 of Hallie McNiven. She'll come onto the floor for Susie Ball. Mackenzie Jones will have her second attempt here. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Ebony Schroyer. Schroyer trying to get out of it, and it's ripped away. Coming back down the other end are the Huskies. Number 34 with it, Natasha Bollinger. Right side up to Bruderloh, and now tried to pass up to the far side. Now shot is up, and it's no good for Susie Ball. Rebounded by Bruderloh in the corner pocket. This will go out of bounds toward the near side. It'll go back to the Bobcats. Kyle Egger will get ready on the inbound. .133 to go here in the third quarter of action. Ebony Schroyer headed out of the game. Lainey Cornella checks into the Hardwood Hotel. Bailey Bears with it up past the timeline. She'll switch over to her left hand. Now she'll pass right side. Here comes Egger. Egger picks up the dribble. Tries to get out of it. Tries to pivot to her left. Now to her right. And she's going to get forced into a bit of a hairy situation down on the near side as the 34 of Natasha Bollinger was harassing her down there. 1:20 to go. Bit of a close inbound. Now gives it up to Mackenzie Jones. Has her back turned. Right side. Loses the ball. Egger tries to go for it. Now Bruderloh on the steal. Coming back down through the middle. Switches to her right side. Takes the shot up with the right side. Up and in. Heidi Bruderloh for two to make it a 12-10 ball game. And now here comes Bailey Bears once again. Switching to her right side. Stolen away. Natasha Bollinger down the right side. Keeps control of the ball. Bollinger trying to get rid of it. Now tries to get up to the corner there. Mackenzie Jones has a hand on it, and we got a whistle. Jump ball called there near the paint. Mackenzie Jones has been one of the more aggressive defenders here tonight. She's been doing a fantastic job. And now here comes Bailey Bears up past the timeline. Moves to her near side. Now gives up to Kyle Egger. Egger moving left side. Spins out of it. Now passes up to Lainey Cornella on the far side. Lainey Cornella moving to the right side. She'll break inside the three-point line, loses her footing, and now here comes the steal. Down the other end, Mackenzie Jones coming in from behind to get the steal. Jones passes up forward there to Bailey Bear. She'll cross the timeline and a foul as the 34 of Natasha Bollinger had a hand where she shouldn't have. 21.6 to go here. Now here comes Kyle Egger. Egger to the far side, checks it into Bailey Bears. Bears try to avoid the steal. 19 seconds to play. Now up to Lainey Cornella inside the free throw line. Cornella stands up, and it's going to get it ripped away by Heidi Bruderloh. Bruderloh switches to her left hand, and they're going to go with the over and back. 7.6 to go. Kyle Egger checks it into Bailey Bears. 7 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bears stops at the dribble, and we got a whistle with 0.8 of a second to go. And it looks like we actually have free throws coming up for the Bobcats as the Huskies have eclipsed their 5th foul of the third quarter. On the inverse, Bobcats only have 1. Bailey Bears taking the free throws here. Takes the shot. First one on its way up off the left side of the basket. No good. On rebounding duties here will be the 20, or will be the 30. I think the 34 of not Bollinger. Sorry, 31 of Ivy Neves, and then the 24. Second shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. And a rebound. Ivy Neves with the rebound on the right side of the cup, and that is going to conclude the third quarter as we are going to head into the final quarter of our action here tonight. Bobcats lead 12-10 over the Burlington Huskies as the Huskies try to make that last second push. 6 more minutes left in our broadcast for the night. We'll be right back on Two Basins Sports Network, the future of the Bobcats on the Voice of the Bobcats. Well, I'd like to welcome you back here inside of Burlington High School here. Would like to thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching or listening in. Trying to be more descriptive, trying to call back to my 2018 to 2022 days where we were audio only, and I had to rely on my descriptiveness. Of course, since I started switching to the camera, I know I've lost a little bit of that over the years, but trying to practice that a little bit more. But 5:52 to go here. And it's going to be an inbound here to the Burlington Huskies. Number 34 will check this one in. Guarded by Bears. She'll toss this one in. Now coming up the far side of the floor. This one's tipped. Darabini down the left side. Switching to the middle. On the breakaway to the right. Shots up and a foul. And she's going to get helped up down there by Bailey Bears. She took a bit of a fall. Thank goodness there was padding there. Darabini on a fantastic breakaway there with 5:44 to play. So excited I didn't even stop the clock. Darabini's first shot is up, and it's going to be off the back iron. She's a fantastic player in the field, but she's kind of been hit or miss this year with free throws. So let's see how much she does here on the second one, trying to get them a 3-point advantage. Second shot on its way, has a spin to it, no good. Bailey Bears tries to go for the rebound, and out of bounds it goes. 5:42 to play here. Going to inbound it between the U and the S on the baseline here. Going down from right to left. She'll come across the timeline. Moving to her far side here. Picks up the dribble. Now here comes the 41. She'll try to toss it in. Darabini on the tip and the steal. Down the middle. Down the right side. Shot on its way. No good. Jones with the rebound to the left. It's up and it's in. Mackenzie Jones on a fantastic basket off the assist by Darabini. Up through the middle on the Husky head. Gets low. Now gets back up tall. Being hounded by Bears on the far side. This is going to be up to the 30. Right side, it's stolen away by Darabini. Gets out in front. It's going to be a foot race to the basket again. One-on-one. Shots up and it's in. Bobcats with some energy heading into this. Oh, we got a Got a sub coming on, I believe. And also our scoreboard is lying to you. It is 16-10. We accidentally pressed the button on our thingy that gives it a 3-point. So we do have fouls here. Jenny Diramidi will shoot the free throws. 4:57 to play here in the fourth quarter. Shot on its way. It's up and through. So she will get that and one converted here, and the clock will start again. 4:50 to play here in this fourth quarter. Down the right side, Burlington trying to get something going here. Brooklyn O'Barr now passes up behind her to Ivy Neves. Neves off the screen set by the 34. She'll go down the right side. Picks up the dribble. Jenny Diramidi hounding her on that far side. We got a whistle. And Jenny Diramidi was screaming. You thought I was loud. Diramidi kept screaming. And she was screaming so loud down there trying to get that ball away that she didn't hear the whistle blow. The referees had to actually kind of put her at bay there with another whistle. And there was a bit of a raucous chuckle out of the Burlington crowd. I'm pretty sure the Bobcat fans have gotten used to the screaming by now. 4:20 to go in the game here as they got a foul on the right lane up toward the block. Now Kyle Egger will toss this one in. Checking into the game for the Bobcats. And Burlington trying to do the Diramidi tactic there. Cadence Larson with on the far side, hands it off to Cornella. 4:13 to play. Cornella dribbles out of the right side, tries to find a lane. Cornella picks up the dribble, tries the shot. It's up and it's no good. Kept in bounds, just barely toe tapping it. It's going to be out of bounds off of the 30 of Jaylee Larson. Burlington sending in two players. Number 32 appears to be one of them. Do not know who that is. I believe it is. No, we do not know who that is. Sorry. Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you. Past the timeline, moving from center to left. Picks up the dribble. Now here comes the 30. She'll pass far side up to the 31. This is Ivy Neves. She'll pass right side, down to the right lane. Shots up and a foul. Looks to be a shooting foul on the Bobcats. It'll be their first foul of the fourth quarter. And that will send the 14 of Brooklyn O'Barr to shoot two. Foul is charged to the number 30 of Jaylee Larson, the sixth grader, picking up her first personal. Shot on its way. It bounces off the rim and in. 17-11, 3:47 to play in our night. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. We got a whistle. Bobcats will be awarded the inbound here. Ebony Schroyer now to Kyle Egger. Interesting to see Schroyer playing that center position on that play. Ball gets tipped away from Kyle Egger to the far side, and she'll just let it roll out. I don't know what happened there. It's just, Kyle Egger just kind of stopped and just let it roll out. I think she thought that, wait, no, if it was tipped out, then that was a smart thing to do, actually. Sorry about that. So, yeah, Kyle Egger kind of knew the rules of basketball there. She knew that it was going to go out and benefit the Bobcats. Egger trying to pivot out of it and barely avoids the travel. Now down the left side, Diramidi coming down. She'll get the steal. Reach-in violation there off of the 34. Sorry, the reach-in foul off the 34 of Natasha Bollinger, I think it was. We're waiting on the scoreboard to reflect that. We know for sure it was a reach-in. They'll toss this one in. It's going to go, well, they did not change the foul thing, so I guess maybe just screw me, I guess. Near side, it's Ebony Schroyer, and we got a 2-on-1. Number 25 checking in for Burlington. This is Hallie McNiven, the sixth grader. Bailey Bears will be there on the near sideline. 3:14 to play. Bears, foot behind the line, gives it up to Larson. Number 1, Larson. Feeds up to the far side, now up to Ebony Schroyer. Schroyer loses the ball. It's going to be one-on-one now. Here comes the one of Cadence Larson, and she tried to get it. Now they're going to pass it through the middle to the far side. Burlington was there on the steal. Feeding it back up to the 34. They'll try to get underneath the basket. Rayleigh Rasmussen with it. Rasmussen, 2-on-1, feeds it back up. Shot on its way from the middle of the paint. It's up no good. Rasmussen on the rebound. That one's up. Or check that, not Rasmussen, but it's up and in either way. Trying to actually get the number of who scored that basket. I think it might have been Brooklyn O'Barr, and it was. Trouble there in the middle. Deramiti feeds it back up to Ebony Schroyer. She'll go near side. Schroyer on the baseline, picks up the dribble, tries to heave it up. It'll go behind the basket and out of bounds. 2:24. Thermopolis going with some fresh legs here as Jaylee Larson's going to be out of the game. 2:23 to go here in this game. Up past the timeline. Drives inside the key, kicks it back out, takes the shot for two. This one's up and well short of the basket. Mackenzie Jones on the rebound. Pushes it up to Bailey Bears. Bears trying to find a lane. Goes to the far side to Deramiti. Deramiti passes right side. Mackenzie Jones. Shots on its way. It's up and it's no good. 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. 30 seconds until we deliver our Two Basins Sports Network player of the game. Picks up the dribble. Bailey Bears harassing her on the far side. This is going to be passed to the right. This one's tipped. Deramiti on the steal. It'll be a tie up down there. No, Egger gets rid of it. Here comes Bears down the far side. Takes the shot. It's up and it's no good. Jones on the offensive rebound and a foul. Mackenzie Jones will go to the line once again. She has gotten a lot of tickets to free throw land. Must have won a radio competition or something. Takes the shot. It's up and it's off the front of the rim. No good. Her first shot. 1:39 to go, and I think now's an appropriate time to deliver our Two Basins Sports Network player of the game. That's going to go to Jenny Deramiti of the Thermopolis Bobcats, our only Bobcat player of the game for tonight. Mackenzie Jones, Bailey Bears, and Kyle Egger are among our honorable mentions tonight. Shot is up and in for Jones. Makes it an 18-13 game. This one's tipped by Egger. Near side, thrown up to the left. And passes up behind her. We'll have our honorable mentions for Burlington here in just a moment. Takes the shot. This one's up and I might have been blocked. And now Kyle Egger picks up the defensive rebound. Now here comes Bailey Bears, weaves her way through, down the right side, shots up, hits the bottom of the basket. Shots up for Deramiti. That one's up, no good. Jones tries to grab the rebound. Tries a rugby pass that's going all the way back. Honorable mentions here as we get to the last 60 seconds. Goes out of bounds, so that will give us some time here. 59 seconds to play here in this C game. Honorable mentions go to Capri Augard, Natasha Bollinger, and Ivy Neves. Those will be our honorable mentions for the Burlington Huskies. Bobcats not quite secure yet, but if they can hold on to the ball for long enough, they might. Oh, big baseball pass down to Deramiti. It's up and it's in. What a pass down court, and she gets the basket to go. 54 seconds to go. And this is definitely not quite the same C team we saw back in February. Also, there was a foul to go with it. Deramiti's shot is on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded. Back down the far side. Bounce pass to the middle. Trying to get by Bailey Bears at the timeline. She will. Big screen set by the 31. Now here they go to the right side. Takes the shot. It's up and it is no good. Rebounded there by Ebony Schroyer. 38 seconds to play. Down the near side. Here comes Schroyer. Schroyer to the right side of the court. Facing broadcast side. And this is going to be a bounce pass to Mackenzie Jones. Jones tries to rip it away and a jump ball. It's going to go back the way of the Huskies. 28 seconds to play. The inbound coming up. Tosses it in here to the 30. Now down the near side. This is Susie Ball. Ball gets tipped away by Mackenzie Jones, and out of bounds it goes. Back to the Bobcats. This game might very well be over. 20-13. Final score is not final yet. And Egger crosses the plane to the sideline. This is going to go back to Burlington. Unfortunately for the Huskies, too little, far too late. Ivy Neves will toss this one in. And Burlington is not an easy team to beat. We saw that with the A and B games. And they're going to call a foul here. And judging by the applause here by the Cat fans in attendance, it is going back to the Thermopolis Bobcats. Kyle Egger will toss it in. We'll play with 19 seconds to go. And we got an interruption there on the far side, trying to see what's going on. Ashley Clear looks like she wants to call a timeout. Yep, so a full timeout for Ashley Clear and the Thermopolis Bobcats. And we'll be right back in just a moment. You are watching the final 19 seconds of this game here between the Thermopolis Bobcats and the Burlington Huskies. Thermopolis leads 20-13 here in the C game. We'll be back in just a moment. .4 seconds to go. I'd like to welcome you back inside the kennel at Burlington High School, home of the Huskies. A Class 1A team at the high school level versus a Class 2A team at the high school level. Speaking of which, speaking of two, tonight is the second night of practice for the Thermopolis Bobcats basketball program. By my estimations, I think they still got an hour left in boys practice for the night. Hopefully conditioning isn't too bad. I'm just joking. Make them puke. That's what I like to do. Bailey Bears bounce pass to the left, and she's going to take a bit of a hit. 14.4. Tell you one thing. You know, you complain about high school conditioning. You got another thing coming if you either A, accept a scholarship to college for basketball, or B, you decide you want to play in Europe. It's going to be a lot worse from there. Bailey Bears on the free throws. This one's off the back iron and no good. There was a foul committed by the Huskies. Their 6th personal, which gave Bailey Bears the free throws because of the bonus. Bears' second shot on its way. It's off and no good. Burlington gonna Burlington gonna get going here. They'll toss this one in. Bobcats playing a full court press. Feeds it into the 14 of O'Barr. This is going to go toward the near side. 8 seconds to play. Feeding this one up to the far side. Ball is loose. Capri Allgard with it. Stolen away by Taramini. And that's the game. Bobcats are going to win this one here. And it'll be their only win of the night against Burlington, the only win of the season that the Bobcats have had against Burlington. The orange and black have been nigh unstoppable this season, but the C team cracks the code, and they will win 20-13. Jenny Daramidi is our player of the game. This will be our second certificate that we give to her tonight. And, of course, we will see you on December 2nd in Shoshone as the Shoshone Wranglers take on the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Of course, for Thermopolis, we'll see you on December 4th as the Bobcats host the Worland Warriors for 8th grade basketball, while the 7th graders will be in Worland. We will not be in Worland. We'll be staying in Thermopolis for the 8th graders, but we will see you then. And then after that, on December 6th is the conference tournament in Cali, which will be there on behalf of Thermopolis, and I think maybe Shoshone. We'll just have to see how the bracket plays out. We're going to go get these certificates delivered real quick before they board the bus. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. We'd like to wish everyone a safe drive home, especially with the ice in Otto. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. 20-13, the final score of the C game. And as always, please drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. We'll see you next week in Shoshone. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.